The wind is blowing like crazy outside. If you can hear it, try and ignore it because it is gonna blow the freaking shingles off the roof, I think. So here's the deal. I'm doing a Project Tin Pan update for you guys. I was in Illinois. I didn't take all of my products with me and I had plans to stay there for quite a few months. I currently have to change a couple products around. I was able to finish off a couple of them. I think there was 3 in total that I was able to finish, but long story short, I was in Illinois. My father was diagnosed with a super aggressive form of cancer, so I packed my bags immediately. We left the very next day, and thank goodness we had 2 vehicles, but one of the vehicles, that individual fell asleep as they were driving about 75, 78 miles an hour, went into the median, into 2 lanes of oncoming traffic, clipped the back end of a semi, smashed into the other side of the road over there, and that car is completely totaled. All of my favorite makeup, I would say there's probably a good $800 or $900 in makeup, skincare, hair care products in the back of that vehicle. They wouldn't let us get anything out, so I can't really do much about that. Man, I don't even want to think about it, that there's so much stuff in there. Thank goodness nobody was really hurt. You know, he did have to be taken by ambulance to the hospital, but everything's okay-ish. That's just the tip of the iceberg with my issues lately. So I don't have all the products here. I'm missing 3 of them. 3 of them are in that vehicle. So I'm just gonna swap some products. So I know it's been a long intro, but I'm gonna start off with the items that I was able to finish since the last video. So starting off, I have a lip product here. This is from Revlon. I really enjoyed every last little drop of this. This is the Revlon Kiss Balm. It's a tinted lip balm. This one's in the flavor or the scent Berry Burst. These are really great. I think they're like $4 or $5 at the drugstore. I picked mine up at Walmart, and it has just the slightest tint of like a purpley pink color to it. Let me scroll it up all the way. What you're seeing sticking out of the top is just the plastic there, but everything is used up that I can use up unless I was to dig it out, and I wanted to move on to some other lip products. So this one is completely finished at this point. It's super pretty. I don't know if I can even get you a little smidge of a swatch. It's so flat right now. Yeah, it just kind of keeps scraping up against my skin, but that is the best swatch that I could get right there. They do have a clear one that I have my eye on, but I do have a couple other tinted lip balms that I want to use up first. So this product was finished since the last time, and if I scroll this up all the way, let me show you real quick. Holding this up against here, all of that was used up since, you know, my last Project Pan video. So very happy about this one. I'm trying to use up a lot of my tinted lip balms this year because that's probably one of the only things that I can still work on with the time that's remaining. So I loved this one, and it smelled like a piece of candy too, so can't really beat that. The next product that I was able to finish off is my perfume that was in the project. This is by Vera Wang. This is the Vera Wang Embrace fragrance in the scent Rosebuds and Vanilla. This was so nice. I actually did take this one to Illinois with me when I went. Of course, when you go traveling, you take all your favorites, makeup products, skincare, hair care, you take all your favorite items, and imagine all of those being taken away from you. Ugh, so frustrating. Anyways, I was at that second mark right there, and I used all that up. This only had, what did this have, 1 fluid ounce? Yeah, this only had 1 fluid ounce of perfume in here, but I was able to use that up easily. I think it had about half the amount of product in here, just a little bit over half, so it was pretty easy to use up, and it smelled so nice, and it was so light and fresh. Loved that to pieces. And then the last product that I have here that I was able to finish off when I was in Illinois is my MAC Painterly Paint Pot. I'm so sad because I did have a backup, and it's in the car, so I'm struggling here because this is my favorite eye base in the universe. But this one is completely finished off. I will be adding this into my Back to Mac bag. I think I have like a 20% off coupon for Ulta, but the problem is I live so far away from Ulta. Even if I was to use that to repurchase one of these, the shipping is probably going to be more than, you know what I mean? The shipping costs will be more than the 20%. So unfortunately, I'm just kind of winging it lately and I'm not really enjoying any of my other eye bases. Really makes me miss this so much more, but this is so worth it. Every penny of this, so worth it. It's the perfect eye base in the world. And then I did have the 3 products that are in the vehicle. Those 3 items, one of them was my Urban Decay Perversion eyeliner, the 24/7 eyeliner, and I had like that much left of it. It was so close to being finished, so frustrating, but I don't have that one. I also don't have my Makeup Forever Full Cover Concealer, my favorite concealer of life. So both of my concealers, it had just the tiniest little bit left at the bottom of the container, so that one was so close to being done. And then the last product that is in the car that I don't have is my MAC Studio Fix face powder, and I had major pan on that. Definitely would have been finished before the end of this year too, so there's no way I can go out and repurchase all of these things, so I'm just gonna have to add in some replacements. But let me show you where I'm at on the products that I still have. So first up, I have the YSL Touche Éclat. This one, it's still clicking out like crazy, so I didn't actually take this one with me for the past 6 to 8 weeks that I was gone, so it'll probably still be hanging around for the next update, I'm sure, but I'm using it. I just don't have to use very much when I do use it, and it's very sheer too, so I don't use this if I have like full face of makeup on and I want some full coverage. This is just like a sheer wash of color if I'm just doing very light makeup, or if I just want to cover like my under eye circles for the day or something. So this one's still going strong. I also have my Mary Luminizer highlighter, and this one, it's still hanging on, but I could definitely have this one finished off by, I would say, within a month, a couple weeks or a month. I need to repress this very soon. So this is what I have left in here. It's kind of, it wants to reflect the light. So what I was trying to do is use all of the product except for that ring around the edge. So I'm gonna try and use this last little bit of product right along here, and then when I just have that ring left around the outside, I'll repress it and put it back into the center, and I think it'll go even faster that way. I've been trying to use this in more ways than just as a highlighter. Some days I'll toss it on the eyes, some days I'll put a little bit on the collarbone area, or if I'm wearing a tank top or something, I'll put a little on the collar or the shoulders here. But yeah, it's starting to get a little bit cooler out, so I can't use this one in all the different ways that I used to be able to, but I'm still trying to make some progress on it. If I use it as eyeshadow, it definitely helps move it along, and it's a very powdery product, so I have to kind of build it up on the eyes a little bit, but it does go pretty quickly, I've noticed. Once you hit pan on this, it seems to go a lot quicker every time that you use it. A product here that I haven't marked yet, but I will the second I'm done with this video, is my MAC lipstick in Angel. I love this lipstick. It was one of the, I think this might have been the very first shade that I ever had from MAC. Was it the first one? I think it was. But anyway, this line on here, I can take that off when I'm done using the lipstick up, but if I scroll this up all the way, that is where I'm at currently. So I'm about halfway through this. I didn't actually take this one with me to Illinois, or else it would be finished, but that's where I'm at with that one. I have maybe half the amount of product left, and I can use up lip products pretty easily, so I don't think this one will be hanging around much longer than the next update. So this one should be knocked out very soon. One that I cannot mark on is my Kate Somerville SPF 50 Uncomplicated Makeup Setting Spray. I love the fact that this has SPF in it and I can reapply my SPF, but the expiration date on this is coming up very, very soon. So I need to get this guy used up. It has a very strong scent though, so if you're sensitive to that, you might not like it. Sometimes if you don't shake it up enough, you can end up with little like splotches on your face, like dots of the setting spray on your face. So that's kind of a drawback, but I love it so much that I'm still using it regardless. I have another lip product here. This is from Patchology, and this is the Lip Service Gloss to Balm Lip Treatment. It was kind of sitting funny on the bed here, but I was right there at the intro video and I'm down to here now. And again, this is not a product that I took with me, so that's just the progress that I was able to make in the amount of time that I've been able to use it. And I go through glosses pretty quickly, so I don't think this one will be hanging on too much longer, but I do have some pretty decent progress on this. It does widen out a bit at the bottom. As you can see, it like tapers up, but I'll try and focus on this one and not reach for other lip glosses in the meantime, but it's all right. The scent kind of gets kind of old after a while, so that's the only thing that's holding me back from using this daily at this point, but I do like it and I will be able to finish it off. And the final item that was included in the original batch of items in this project is my Lush Rose Argan Body Conditioner, and I mentioned this before, but I don't use this how the directions say you're supposed to use it. I looked at all the ingredients. They're all super hydrating ingredients, so if I have a really dry patch of skin, I reach for this product, and it smells so good. Oh man, it smells so good. But I am currently down to about right here in this product, so I really don't think it's going to be hanging on for an extended amount of time, you know what I mean? So if you look down in there, it's pretty far down. It should be used up. I really appreciate this in the cooler and winter months because it's just so hydrating. So I don't use a ton of it when I do apply it to the body like that instead of like a really hydrating lotion. I just use a very small amount, so a little bit does go a long way with this product, but it smells so good and it's so hydrating. I'm probably gonna keep using it like that until it's finished off, but I would estimate maybe 2 weeks I could have this knocked out. Probably. So since I don't have a face product anymore, like a concealer or a face powder or anything in the project, I'm going to be including a BB cream, or a tinted moisturizer, I guess I should say. So this was sent to me a long time ago from First Aid Beauty. This is their Ultra Repair Tinted Moisturizer. It has an SPF of 30. I have the lightest shade in Fair, and it's still just a titch too dark for me. And it's just not my favorite. I really have to shake it up every single time that I use it. So this product here, hopefully you can hear, it's very hollow, but ignore this top line. I'll take that off before the next update, but I'm all the way down to here. So I definitely think that I can get through this in a short amount of time just because it's a very light product. It doesn't have a lot of coverage. Sometimes I bring it down the neck if I find that I'm using a lot of bronzer or something, so I think that I could easily have that amount of product used up because I do have to use quite a bit when I do use this, so hopefully this one will be finished off around the same time frame that the other products are. So I'm just hoping to finish off 10 items. If I can finish off 10, I'll be a happy camper. And then next up, I decided to toss in this product because this is a little bit different. I don't think I even have any other products like this in my collection, but this is the MAC Prep and Prime lip primer, like a lipstick primer. You put this down on your lips. It's sort of like a lip balm, but it's more of a lip treatment. It leaves a really nice, somewhat waxy, but super moisturizing base, and it feels like it's a little tacky, so it'll hold your lip product on really well. So I don't remember to reach for this as often as I probably should, but that is the amount of product that I have in the container still, in the little lip compartment. So I don't think that this will be too difficult to use up as long as I'm using this every single time that I apply lipstick. If you look in there, I just have a little bit of, you know, space in there that I've used since I've owned this product, and I need to use it. I don't want it to go bad, so this is definitely one that I could toss into my back to MAC bag when I'm finished with it. So I do have an extra incentive to finish that guy off as quickly as possible. And then the final item, I've been working on this thing all year long, and I kind of went back and forth whether or not I should include this, but I feel like if I've been working on this for so long, I might as well toss it in, and then I'll just be more inclined to use it as well. So this is my blush from Jordana. I posted a picture, I think it was in July, where I had some pretty significant pan in here. This one is in number 32, Rose Silk. It's a really kind of mid-tone, neutral pink shade of blush. And I think I'm to the point right now where I might repress it into the center. I might use a little bit more from this section here before I do that because it's very thin over here. It's just, I'm starting to get sick of it, but I'm so close that I'm gonna keep pushing until I can finish this off. So I think those are the items that I'm gonna add in to replace the lost ones. Can't believe I lost those products. And there's no way that I could go out and replace them right now. So Ugh. I guess I'm gonna end this right here. I'll wrap it up. I really appreciate you guys watching. I know it's been a little bit since I last did my updates. I just didn't have my products in Illinois, so I couldn't do a full Project Pan update for you guys. Anyway, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.